Hello, PE555. This is my video response on promoting positive group relations. Sorry if my voice goes in and out. I think I'm getting a little cold here, summer cold, but I'll do my best to try to speak loud enough so you guys can hear me and clear enough. This question was, I wouldn't say difficult to answer, um, but I know my experience with race and ethical situations have been positive for the most part of my life. I went to urban school, so most of my schools was predominantly black, but we did have, I guess, as you read through the thing, minorities when you have one particular race that's more than others, I would say, in that setting. But I have always gotten along with all different races, which I'm kind of confused by after reading Copley's statements, but I haven't gotten along with all different types of people in sports and outside of sports, so it hasn't been a big problem with me. But to answer the questions, what challenges would you face when you try to do this? I would say just looking at the background, the school is a racially and ethnically mixed school. I would think it wouldn't be that challenging to do that with your team. So then sports, a lot of times, you are creating an atmosphere of camaraderie, sportsmanship, and team play. So even with the different racial or ethical backgrounds, teammates usually tend to play together. Although in the 42 that did not happen because of the time they were in. Jackie had to go through a tremendous time, and that's an understatement because he had to show a lot of perseverance and patience um, when he was able to go up to the majors. They didn't want him on the team because it was an all-white sport. So again, as he grew on them, and he showed that he was able to play as well as they were. He was just as intelligent. You know, he can fit in with them that they were able to accept him. One of the things I read in Copley too as well that brought to my attention was that they talked about where it says on page 232 racial ideology. Sorry, in sports. It says none of us were born with a racial ideology. Uh, we occur it over time as we interact with others and learn about the meaning of physical characteristics such as our skin color, eye color, texture of our hair, and specific body movements. And then it says that the meanings become the basis for classifying people into racial categories and association categories with particular physiological and emotional characteristics, intellectual and physical abilities, and even patterns of action and lifestyle. So um, I think I'm getting off topic here, but that's what you're going to face challenges when you try to do this, especially with parents, outside people that are not accepting of different races because of their cultural background. Uh, what challenges will be the most difficult? I think again, just getting everyone on board. It could be um, a school system thing. It could be going, when you're going to compete and they see how your school or your players are interacting, going to different settings. Like I think in the story I read or in the PowerPoint when some of the research that was done by our professor, where she talked about the kids went to different schools and they automatically thought that because the kids were urban city kids, they were faster and stronger, things of that nature. And I think that would come to play here. Like, if you go to different schools, they wouldn't expect to see the kids of different background, ethnic background, different race connect together as much. So you'll probably have a sense of going back in the time, I would say, on that situation. And what strategies will you implement to make it successful? I think in this situation, as a principal, I would have a lot of power um, to promote the positive things that we want to promote out of this. I wouldn't let people try to change what we're trying to do here, and just bringing together our different backgrounds and promoting that we all can get along together. Um, It's a good thing. And I know on in Coakley then on page 256 where I had the girl give up bigotry to the red card and how they try to approach it, the racial thing, but they learned from their mistakes and they came back and did, and learn how to reapproach it. And I think I would do the same thing. You learn from your mistakes, um, you implement different things, and then you'll come back and reapproach it again. But one of the things, again, you don't want to give power to those who are going to be negative about the situation. You want to stand firm in the belief that you are teaching the kids how to promote positive things and through sports, which it can trickle down into their communities. And one of the things in the book it says right here was that to work in sports today, you got to have positive experiences. Sorry, people must do their homework and learn about cultural perspectives of players, coaches, spectators, and even club and team owners from unfamiliar ethnic backgrounds. In this sense, as people in sports become more effective in facilitating racial and ethnic relations, the better off their lives, teams, organizations, communities will be. So, none of us are truly in quote are free of racism. So I think we would have to go through training. You'll send your coaches through training. I would go through training myself as the principal. And then if parents want to get involved, we have to have courses for parents to understand that there's a way we go about expressing our racial, ethnic, and religious background so we can avoid conflicts and prejudice about those things in the sports. So again, those are some of the things I would do. I know it's a lengthy video, but I think this topic really touches everybody, and I think everybody want to get out what they truly want to say, and that's what I wanted to do. So thank you guys for listening, and looking forward to your insights.